Alright, katulad ng sinabi natin, Chris, kanina pa, ay makakasama natin, we will be having the CEO of Qiwi Technologies based in UAE, United Arab Emirates. And of course, today, we will get some information about this STEM, or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Ito yung bagong pinapakilala natin sa public, Chris. So, we want to say hello and good afternoon. Kasama natin ngayon, of course, from Denmark, live from Denmark, Engineer Laila Schoenberg.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
Ayan. You're still in Denmark, huh? Or
Yes,
in an
ma'am.
island? Okay, so Engineer Lilac Schoenberg. I love your name. So lovely. Lovely as you. How's the weather in Denmark right now?
Actually, I just got back from Panu
Yeah,
and a little bit hot, but in the afternoon it's raining.
raining. Oh. So, it's not too hot kapag umulan, ano. When it's raining, it's a little bit better. But
Yeah.
we cannot handle too much heat now, huh? I don't know how long have you been? Oh yeah, in UAE, it's really a hot country also, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So you're still a la Philippine weather when you're in UAE, 'di ba?
More than that. I mean, imagine the 35 to 40 degrees. So that's really, really
Yeah,
terrible.
really, really hot. Yeah. And how is Fiona before we start our conversation? Is she enjoying her holiday?
Yeah, she is.
is.
She's doing a lot of things of her own right now. At 12, she can go out and take a bus.
Yes.
That's the beauty of being here pala, no?
Yes, oo.
You can let someone her age to take a bus and a train. Manila.
Yeah.
And not be worried.
Not be worried. Oo, just what Chris said. Here in Europe, we're not worried if our children they go out in the evening. Pero it's a bit different now, Chris.
It's a little
Oo.
different now.
Oo. Since this attacks, medyo nag-ingat din kami. Oo. Yeah, di ba?
Yeah, that's really scary. You know, we supposed to go to France. Unfortunately, my husband canceled the trip because of that thing happened.
Yes,
there.
oo. It's true. Kasi you see the difference now, even in the train, they attack you when you're sitting in the restaurant. It's really scary, Chris. So her husband canceled all the rest of the
Which
trips.
is understandable, of course.
Of course, of course.
You never know.
We were even planning to go to Germany, pero
Yeah.
Germany has been attacked also, di ba? So better be
Be safe. Than
yeah,
sorry.
be safe and a little bit careful. No? Kasi, all right. So, how long have you been CEO of Qiwi Technologies?
Actually, Qiwi is turning 2 years this coming October.
Wow,
So,
baby pa.
talaga siya.
Baby pa rin. Oo. And can you explain the direction of Qiwi Technologies? What was your vision before you started this company, engineer?
Okay, just a simple vision lang talaga is just to serve in terms to technology. The vision of my company is to serve as a framework for our roadmap. So when Kiwi's roadmap starts with one mission, to repress the educational standard of Filipino, or to inspire moments of optimism of small business like us. Kasi we're not really a big company. Small scale company lang talaga kami. So we're giving this light to a lot of aspiring who wanted to come up with a business that they will leave also a legacy to everyone. So we are encouraging Pinoy to come up a business instead of, looking for a job. If they're really talented enough, they can do so much of things. Kasi talented talaga ang Pinoy. Maraming magaling na Pinoy.
True.
Yeah, that's very true.
Uh,
Even here in Europe, 'di ba Chris, no? So many Pinoys have different talents. Hindi lang sa pag-awit, no? We are so popular in the whole world actually. 'Di ba? So,
maraming,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Maraming nag-excel na Filipino sa UAE. So, you know, yun nga lang, medyo behind tayo because in UAE, when you say you're a Filipino, you're in white passport, foreign passport, iba yung tingin dun eh. But, when it terms to educational background or in terms of something that you are capable of doing, so Pinoy,
Hindi mahuhuli, ah.
hindi talaga yan mahuhuli. Maraming magaling talaga.
You mean, Lilac, until now, medyo iba ang tingin sa Philippine passport, maski dyan sa UAE?
Yes, I don't know if that is something, but it is part of the labor law that, they have they look at the passport as a basis of your salary, a basis of your category.
Talaga?
Yeah.
That's sad, ah?
Yeah, that's sad. Kasi maraming magagaling talaga na
Mm-mm.
in any walks of life. Talagang ando dun, kompleto yan sila, nag-excel talaga sila.
Yes, I know. And just like you, you're also engaged in so many different activities in UAE with regards to helping fellow Filipinos, 'di ba? What are your other activities bukod dito sa mamaya natin pag-uusapan yung mismong laman ng Qiwi technology, no? Gusto ko munang malaman, what are you still doing other than that? Being busy with your businesses and helping others?
Well, I joined a lot of organizations, attending a lot of activities like, we have a free education given away to Filipinos who cannot afford to have their education paid. So, ang ginagawa namin, there is one organization there. We call it distance SODE. It's a School of Online Education. So, hindi sila nagpapabayad. This organization based in Qatar, tapos I was the one who invited them to bring it to UAE. These are free education na anyone can avail. All you have to do is just ask for what curriculum or what modules do they need. We have a lot of we have a lot of curriculum inside of that free education. Kaya yan doon medyo busy ako sa ganon. Aside of Qiwi, if I have spare time, I do a lot of training, a free training or a free talks for someone who wanted to learn. For example, for the CSR, customer service, and ano pa ba? Maraming offer, marami kaming ibinibigay free service for the Filipino community, which is where they cannot afford to pay for their for the upgrade education. We call it upgrade education, like basic computers, customer service, marketing. Yung mga yun, parang we're just giving away to them as free, tapos with guidelines kung paano ang susunod nilang gagawin after they finish this module. So they can bridge it into diploma courses. Kasi I have a partner in Qiwi that he offers the diploma course. So after this free education, they can integrate it into another courses, which is may diploma na sila and certificate, where they can use it for applying for a job or upgrading their position at work. Yun po.
Oh, that's very interesting. Ikaw, Chris, may question ka tungkol doon.
Well, it's more like a remark. It's actually very nice that you guys do that for the people that don't, for the lower class that don't have these privileges of actually having money or tuition money to pay for these courses and modules. So yeah, I really appreciate what you guys do.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Mhm. And yung procedure ng pagtulong nyo, you do that during your spare time after business, and then you meet these people or fellow man?
Yes, ma'am. Because in UAE we have the weekend is Friday and Saturday. So during my um only on Saturday, because me and my husband, we have this rule that Friday is a family. So I cannot really get out during Fridays. So Saturdays I do a lot of symposium or activities with them as much as possible. If I'm not doing anything with a family thing, I'll go my visit. Then I started talk whatever it requires me to help them.
What a busy woman. Mother, wife, businesswoman, and a civic worker. Okay, Engineer Lilac Schoenberg. Can you please tell us about this STEM, no? STEM. Kasi dito sa Dutch word namin, when we say STEM, it's a voice. It means voice, no, Chris? Yeah, STEM means voice for us. That's the translation of
Translation,
STEM.
yeah.
But we are going to speak this afternoon other meaning of STEM. And can you please explain what STEM is and what are the benefits of STEM to the Filipino schools?
Okay. Talagang nakaalang.
Oh,
Okay.
syempre.
Actually, ma'am, um, ma'am and Sir Chris, STEM is a curriculum based on the idea of educating students and for specific disciplines, which is what are these? Science, technology, engineering, mathematics into an interdisciplinary and applied approach. So ito po yung revolutionary method of teaching the math and science. And then they incorporate it to technology and engineering, and they making it available in a regular curriculum. Children as young as 5 years old. So ito po, by creating the method, what is this method for? Anong naiintindihan ng bata from 5 years old onwards for this method discipline? Ito pa yung tinuturo sa kanila yung tinatawag na critical thinking, problem solving, exploration, creativity, discovery, and necessitate that student to stay actively involved in order to find the solution. So, iyan po yung apat na yan. Ito po yung major subjects natin na math, science, and so on. Sa normal classroom, individual subject ito. And then me, as students before, pag sinabing math, takot na takot. Ayoko na. Numbers,
Oo.
Yeah,
even
I know the feeling.
I hate numbers. I don't want it. So, what the STEM can do, they develop those soft skills that so many careers need. Kasi even in our college degree, iba pa rin yung science, iba pa rin yung math, iba pa rin, hindi sila magkakasamang apat na in-involved STEM.
Yeah.
So, many careers, those skills and that many careers, hindi yan itinuturo. But, and the STEM itself, pag meron ka niyan, parang nag-elevate yung knowledge mo in so many things. Bata. So in STEM classes, they develop those soft skills that so many careers need, that in so many students lack. Yung mga hindi nakakuha ng STEM, ganon, wala silang ganong creativity. So skills like communications, communication skills, problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, analysis. Those are the things na i-improve inside that STEM curriculum. So, marami pong benefits for school. Why? Kasi pag ang school, they embrace the STEM curriculum, they will stay current. Magkakaroon sila ng excellent students. Iyon naman yung purpose ng mga schools, right? Magkaroon sila ng tamang estudyante na talagang magbibigay ng pride sa kanila because it will give them, it will lift the standard of. So the students, it allows become innovative, and then it helps them to make a difference. It foster and benefits from creativity. Kasi yun ang beauty ng STEM. They will become creative. They can think not as a normal students na nag-aral lang ng science, math. So pag meron silang STEM, it can even give them they can get a job right after K-12. Automatic yon that it promotes quality education. That is naman for the school. Kasi pag like a lot of international baccalaureate school, yan K-12. So pag ang Filipino school may K-12 na, so much na yun.
Yeah.
Magiging
We have K-12 already, di ba? In the Philippines?
No, ma'am. There are schools na may resistance sila na hindi pa mag-K-12. But right now in UAE, they are required to have this K-12. It is the STEM is one of the requirements for them to be approved na magkaroon ng K-12. So these students, it prepares them to a college curriculum. Anything na any courses can be a backbone. STEM can be a backbone for any courses from IT, nurses, engineers. STEM ang backbone nila. Kaya maski na anong courses na gusto nilang kunin, basta't may STEM sila, it give them easier to embrace the courses na gusto nilang. And those students naman na ayaw na hindi kayang magkaroon ng college degree after the K-12, they can get a job outright because from the business, i-require na ngayon ang STEM knowledge for newly graduate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like experience. You're giving them experience in the field that they want to work in the future. Either continue studying in college or get a job straight away.
Yeah. So parang specialization yun, Chris, no? Without taking a college degree yet, 'di ba? Kasi yung vice president natin, I remember she was telling na nagrereklamo daw yung daughter niya dahil inabot nga daw nung K-12. So sabi nung vice president natin, well, it's an experiment that we think will help also the Filipino students. Kaya kung isasali natin yung STEM, 'di ba, dito sa K-12 ng Pilipinas, at sabi mo nga dyan sa UAE, you're trying to apply it also, which is a big help, 'di ba? And
yes,
it really prepares our students in their future na kahit wala pa silang big diplomas, they can already start working. Do you get it,
yes,
Chris? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it.
yes. Actually, to be honest, when I started writing about K-12 STEM, and then I show it to my husband. My husband told me, why? What is the remaining two years of your educational background? Hindi lahat sila K-12, di ba?
Yeah.
Tayo lang naman ang hindi K-12 sa buong mundo. So, lahat, the rest, even Europe, UAE, International Baccalaureate, the backbone is K-12. It's not K-10 until K-10.
Ikaw, Chris, meron tayo niyan, di ba, dito sa Europe. Kaya nga, nagtataka yung other countries. 18 ka, ngayon ka pa nag-graduate ng high school, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi they don't understand, katulad nung panahon natin, engineer mo, lock na, grade 6, 6 na taon, di ba? And then, high school, 4 years, di ba? And then, college ka na kagad. So, if you cannot afford to go to college, hindi ka makakagraduate, hindi ka makakapagtrabaho. Ano mapapala mo kung high school graduate ka lang, di ba? Oh, wala. Janitor ka lang. Baka hindi ka pa matanggap. Ang hirap-hirap maghanap ng trabaho.
Kaya nga maganda itong program na to.
Oo, pero kung may STEM ka, kahit di ka pa pala nagkakaroon ng college diploma, may pagmamalaki ka na, I have specialty in mathematics, di ba? Field of science. So, applicable din pala ito maski dun sa mga K-12 students natin. Paano naisip, ikaw mismo, Engineer Schoenberg, paano mo naisip na yung Qiwi mag-provide ng K-12 services sa mga schools natin? Ano pumasok sa isip mo? Bakit? Naisip mo ba yun na siguro out of your own observation, ano?
Kasi po, hanggang K10 lang eh. Then I've noticed na bakit kaya walang ano. Because in Singapore, I used to work with K12. So, pero matagal na yun. That was about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So, meaning, matagal ang K12 talaga, hindi kaya i-adopt ng Filipino. So, nung last year, I was really happy when they said na, sige, i-experiment natin yung K-12 because I believe that it really helped the educational standard of Philippine schools. So, naisip ko, dahil wala nga silang K-10, hanggang K-10 lang, I felt the necessity of providing the K-11 and K-12. So, what I did, I looked for a partner with modular and syllabus expertise. So, iyon yung hinanap ko, at least with baccalaureate background. Kasi in UAE, you need to be parang professional to supply things, especially in education. So, what I did was, when I found one, I started talking to the and then they like it, and I like it too. And not only that, Qiwi, I am so happy and I like it because Qiwi will be the accessories to expand the horizon of Filipino schools, the Filipino education. And then, pag meron na silang K-12 curriculum, hindi na sila behind. Pare-pareho na tayo ng pinag-aaralan from the International Baccalaureate and our curriculum. You know, my daughter, she went to British school when she was grade 3, grade 4.
Yeah.
Then nung naging client ko yung PEPS, yung Philippine Private Emirates, PEPS, Philippine Emirates Private School. Ito lang ang kaunang-unahang may K-12 na inapprove ng ADEC, ng Abu Dhabi Educational Council, and DepEd right now. So, pinasok ko dyan si Fiona. And I told Fiona, look, I want you to be aware that Filipino standards and gradings are not easy. It's a tough one. Baka masanay ka sa mga British curriculum na talagang easy lang.
Yes.
Na, nagtatop siya from the whole grade 3, grade 4, nagtatop siya as top 1. So, ito ngayon, nangangamot siya.
Galing, ano? Oo.
You know, so, yung PEPS right now, which is my benchmark, kasi silang unang-unang na-approve for K-12. Nauna sila from, actually, as far as I know, sila pa lang ang na-approve. So, nandiyan si Fiona, which is, I can see from my daughter, talagang hirap siya. So, it just mean na talagang maganda ang curriculum ng PEPS. I know, kasi from talagang nag-excel ang bata pag binitawan nila. Kaya, so sabi ko, I want to provide them the best education, the best curriculum na kayang i-provide ng Qiwi because they are my benchmark. And the principal is such a brilliant person. She's very ambitious, and she wanted lead. She wanted her name is Miss Rose Tabukal. She's very
Mm.
brilliant. She wanted to become always the first, kasi importante sa kanya ang knowledge ng bata bago nila bitawan. So that gives me an inspiration of giving her and supporting her activities, or yung kanyang desire na magbigay ng more knowledge to the children, to the students.
Wow.
Kaya yun po yung ano namin. So I just expand the horizon of Filipino school, Filipino education. I'm not saying na hindi maganda ang standard ng Philippines, but let's face it, Philippines hanggang K-10 lang siya. So now na nag-advance na ng onte, na may K-12 na,
Mm-mm.
di ang bonggang-bongga yung kanyang curriculum right now.
Yeah. Well, since 2011 pa lang naman kasi yung K-12 natin eh. The president, it was President Aquino who signed
Yes.
it into law in 2013. Na
Yes, ma'am.
nag-add na nga 'di ba ng 3 years sa basic curriculum natin sa Pilipinas. And then some students, they disagree because they said imbes na college na sila, they still have to stay. Kasi nga 'di ba, sa new K-12 curriculum guide natin, it requires all Filipino students to have 1 year of kindergarten, 6 years of elementary schooling, grade 1 to 6, di ba? And then 4 years of junior high, and then grade 7 to 10, plus 2 years of senior high school. Kaya napahaba. You see, Chris? Oo. That's why when Chris also studied in the Philippines, he lost eh. Di ba, Chris?
Yeah, well, my experience was I came from grade 6 in Belgium, and then I went to first year high school in the Philippines, and it was so different.
It was so
for example,
different.
they were already with x2 blah blah blah. You know, x is equal to blah blah blah. I wasn't even there yet in 6th grade in Belgium. We never learned that. So I jumped from fractions to that without even knowing what is x. To me, x was still a letter. So,
Sana may STEM na nun,
yeah,
ano?
exactly.
Oo,
But actually, yeah,
oo.
the year after that,
Yeah.
the STEM program,
The STEM,
or at
yeah,
least
was
K-12 was introduced.
K-12,
Yeah, so
yes.
my-
K-12 2013, you were there,
Yeah,
eh?
so I had friends in the higher classes, in the higher levels, and they have to stay an extra 2 years because of
Yeah,
this.
extra 2 years.
But they were not complaining because they liked it because they had more time to improve their skills in high school as well to prepare for.
So, beneficial
college.
talaga ito, Engineer Lilac. Beneficial talaga ito. Itong STEM.
I'm sorry, very special.
Yeah, talagang beneficial to para sa mga, may malaking benefits talaga to sa mga students natin, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Oo.
Like what
Huwag
I
mo nga
said,
akong mamamin, naiilang ako sa'yo.
alam na
Arlene lang.
Madam Orlean, Lady Orlean. Yes po, beneficial po. Because, when after you graduated from K-12, just like I've said, if you don't have sufficient
Yeah.
fund for your education for college, you can just go look for a job. I mean, if you have this certificate that you have this STEM in your grades or in your documents, mabilis kang matanggap for a job.
Yeah.
Marami.
Is it applicable in other countries, for instance, like here in Europe? Aside
the
from
STEM.
UAE, yeah?
Yes, pero you don't need it. Kasi meron namang STEM dito eh. Merong STEM I mean, K-12 is part of STEM.
Of STEM,
It is
oo.
one subject. It's
Oo.
part of the curriculum of K-12.
Mm-mm.
So, in Europe, kompleto yung
Kompleto na
kanilang-
sila. So, no need for additional education, ano?
No. Naka-pattern siya sa international baccalaureate for K-12. So, K-12 is one of the curriculum STEM. Yun yung kanina. Part of the subjects.
Kaya pala,
Part
Oo, si Fiona studying in UAE, di ba?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oo. Pero if she will study here in London, kasi she's planning, di ba? It's her dream daw to study in London,
Yeah.
Chris, our daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, will there be change, you think, if she comes to Europe to study, based on her
No,
background in UAE?
no, actually, if she have this complete documentation like educational documents, this is the reason why she's here because we need to apply for her educational.
Mm.
Uh, we called it they're calling it educational baccalaureate.
Mm-mm.
To apply it at least 2 years or 1 year before kasi they are going to give you the queue. So that is the reason why she is here and we're supposed to go to London. Unfortunately, there's a lot of happening. So my husband canceled the trip and we just communicating it from Skype. Her interview also done by Skype. So, ayun, naka-queue na siya. Naka-queue na siya for the international education, baccalaureate education.
Okay.
She will be turning grade 6.
Grade 6.
So, yeah, and we are not planning to stay more than 5 years in UAE.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm.
have to also. Kasi, yeah, yun, yun.
Okay. Oo, that's good. Well, about robotic for autism, I want you to discuss that. Bakit robotic for autism?
Okay. All right. Aside of being an IT, Miss Lady Arlene, I have a background in social psychology and ABA, and I have this interest really in developing devices for special children. Even
Mm.
before pa,
Mm-mm.
maliit pa ako, parang gusto ko nang magbubuting-ting ng kung
Mm-mm.
ano-ano. So I have this passion or interest in developing devices like games and problem solving or puzzles to be played by kids, uh, to be not only for special children but for kids itself. So parang nagkaroon ako ng interest of doing that. Then before it's only my hobby after and my part of my thesis
Mm.
as after I took my social psychology. Then one day, my friend, I have a friend in Qatar, and she has two ASD sons, twin siya. So sabi niya, like, would mind if you help? I'm putting up this organization. Medyo nahirapan ako. I have few people like therapists working with me, but I want you because you are my friend for 15 years.
Mm.
So sabi ko, sige. Then I attended one symposium not in Qatar, in UAE. She brought the Leka. It's a robot. It's just like so human. So this robot, based on the requirements of the parents who have autism child, kung anong gusto niyang gawin, kung anong gusto niyang ipagawa, it's a tailored fit to the requirements of the child.
Mm.
So, nagkaroon ako ng interest and na mag-join dito sa organization na to until such time na nagkaroon ako ng company na ako sige I wanted to do this na ito talaga ako yung ito ang gusto ko.
Nagawin.
I don't have any partners, I don't have any kasi in STEM I have a lot of partners because I'm only focusing on the robotic unit services and other materials na kakailanganin ng school. So after that, someone will going to implement that for me. But this one in the robotic STEM, I am the one hands-on. So there's a lot of benefit or help para sa mga bata na may not even
Difficulty
autism.
learning.
Disability, so.
difficulties of on everything.
Mm-mm.
But of course, as a social psychologist, ABA is a behavioral study. So ito yung tinatawag na kailangan mag-interact muna sa kanila bago mo ma-analyze kung anong problema, kung anong
Mm-mm.
kailangan nila, kung anong requirements. So, maraming pwedeng i-benefit ang bata when it comes to this kind of project. Andi dito yung na mag-i-increase ang gain of skills compared to child-to-child interaction. You know, we should aware na ang bata, ang autism child, ano yan, maski na magharap yan sila ng 10 oras, kung hindi yan sila mag-uusap. Yan sila mag-uusap. At saka, gaya-gaya yan sila. They have this na attitude na pag binigyan mo ng laruan, pag kinuha ng isa, gusto niya yan. Gusto niya rin yun. Ayaw nila ng iba. Gusto nila yung isang
Yun lang.
laruan na yun.
Mm-mm.
So in that in robots, they can communicate. They will robots can give them the proper focus, their communication ability. Kasi nagsasalita ang robot
Mm-mm.
based on so based to the requirements of the child, kung anong gusto niya, o sabihin natin na matagal siyang magsalita, kailangan niya ng therapy for that. So gagawa namin sila ng yung nagsasalita na robot. So gagayahin ng bata 'yon kung ano ang ginagawa ng robot. And it's fun for them. They can even exercise. May tendency kasi ang mga may autism, ano sila, they have the tendency to become autistic. So gusto nila nakaupo lang, hindi sila gagalaw. So if they have this robot, they have this ball robot, they call it like that. Sasalita siya, gumagalaw siya, nagsasayaw siya. So gagayahin yun ng bata. Naghahabulan sila. So yun yung benefit ng robotic for autism, because it will make them move, it will give them a social skills. Kasi pag nakipag-usap siya sa robot, pwede niya na yung i-apply sa mami niya, kapatid niya. Magsasalita na rin siya kung anong natutuhan niya sa robot. Maski na daily lang, hello, how are you, good morning. Pag natutuhan niya yan, gagawin niya rin niya, sinong masalubong niya, magsasabi na rin yan siya ng good morning, mommy, good morning, daddy. So, that is the beauty of the robotic for autism. Kasi, we can build based to the requirement of, again, mga non-verbal kasi sila. So, kailangan nilang, for example, a non-verbal child, pag hindi nagsasalita, so papadaldali natin yung robot. So ma-adapt niya literally. Ma-adapt niya.
Especially here in Europe, we have so many disabled children here.
Yes.
Diba? So this will be a big help for them. Okay. Yes.
Actually, I don't know if I can disclose this, but I am going to sign a contract with one of the biggest robotic manufacturer by Tuesday. So maybe just give you an update afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, keep us informed on that.
This is not the first time, as we are telling here, di ba, Chris? This is not the first time that Engineer Schoenberg will be joining our show.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
And I want her to give us reports direct from UAE pag nandun na siya.
Wow.
Pwede?
I have a lot of things to offer. You know, I am in a group of engineers. I have a friend, she's into security system. She's very
what
good.
is this security system all about? Discuss a little bit. Sige. Yeah, she's so interesting, you see. What's this security system nga pala?
This is part of the ADMS of my company. It's an electronic documents management system. So this is really the security system. But you know, I'm not really good in that because sabi ko nga sa'yo, I'm really hands-on to my robotic for autism. But we have a lot of people inclined to that na talagang they're doing all the implementation. But the security system, it's very important in UA, especially to the medical insurance, banking, accounts. So, nire-require talaga nila yun na magkaroon sila ng data with the security system.
Mm-mm.
So I have this friend, her name is Irene Corpus. She is one of the top-notch security system. She of UAE. She
Mm-mm.
always winning a lot of awards in that regard. And
Wow, congrats. Galing, ah.
we're very, very close in line of, uh, in that field. So if I don't, for example, I really forget something, I have
Mm.
to call. We talk, and she's not really madamot because well, maybe because we're close. She teaches, but in she has a lot of consultancy um, program project
Mm-mm.
that people will ask her something. People need her.
Mm-mm.
Of course, we're buddy, so I asked her, and she don't ask me anything in return.
Mm.
Maraming magaling sa UAE, madam. So, I just
But
hope
you
that
have
I
so
can.
many clients na nag-avail nito.
Yes, ma'am.
Meron na.
Meron na po.
Okay.
Some of the some of the clients that we handle, the ADMS and security system, they are, I don't know if also dito yung home center, home
Mm.
care.
Mm-mm.
So in in UAE we have a lot of that. A lot of that. So we take care of their insurances and data updates.
Mm-mm.
So yan yung isa sa mga kailangan na it requires the security system because once na in-apply mo siya, hindi na siya magbabago.
Mm.
So it needs security for that field para once na nagbumirang na siya, pumasok na siya sa system, hindi mo na siya pwedeng mag. So we have at least 3 home care and accounting company, we're about 5. So we have that clients availing that kind of program software.
Okay. Itong security system software, very important pala ito, Chris.
Yeah, I'm
ano?
actually very interested
Yeah.
in that.
Mm-mm.
I'd love to learn more about this.
Yeah. Kasi if you're not aware of that, 'di ba, so many
Mhm.
ito ba yung sa hacking yung ba
Yes.
sinasabi? Yeah, yeah. Ito ba yun,
Yes.
Chris? Oo. Okay. So, I'm so happy na meron ka mga trainings na binibigay ng Qiwi. And as we are telling our listeners, this is not the first time that you will give us info about Qiwi technologies. And give us updates every time na merong bago. I'm sure na baka kapag-isip ka ng mga bagong trends na naman, di ba? Di ba, Chris?
Yeah.
Oo. So, keep us updated. And then, we have to share it also to our listeners here in Europe. Di ba, Chris?
Yeah, we'll definitely share.
Oo. So, if they have more questions, we can always contact you. And if you have time, kahit na you're still here vacationing, join us every Sunday. If you have time only, yeah? Mm-mm.
Sure,
I'm still
sure.
obliged.
Oo, you're not obliged. But if you have time and you have some, kasi you still communicate with your contacts in UAE, di ba? Business
Yes.
is still going on, even if you're holidaying, I suppose. The
You're still the
business,
boss.
di ba? The business will not earn if you will stop also your operation, even if you're holidaying. So let us continue giving updates to our listeners, and if you have time, as we said, join us and just say, I have updates. We will just put you on air and then we'll talk about it. You have concluding remarks about Qiwi, its services, and what can we more offer to our listeners?
Well, success favors the bold.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice slogan.
Nice slogan daw, sabi ni Chris.
Yes. That is really from the start. I stepped into the business. I always have that concept in myself
Mm-mm,
because
that's very good.
because there's a lot of obstacles, hams, in the business. So if you will stop in the first hump, you will not get anywhere.
No,
So
Of course.
that's for me.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
That favors the gold. So
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, po. I hope I'll be back. I'll be back very soon, and then I'll keep touch, and I will get a hold of my friends that maybe it could help us to further our horizons.
Yes, yeah. And serve more
Yes,
our people in UAE. And not only in UAE, you will, sabi mo nga, you will further your horizon even here in Europe.
yes,
Welcome
ma'am.
to Europe.
Thank
Okay, thank you so much for joining the
Thanks for joining
show.
us.
And
you, Sir Chris.
wish you a good holiday for the next month. You still have 1 month to go.
Yes, yes.
So enjoy holidaying here in Europe and, of course, more success in Kiwi business. All
Yes,
right?
thank you so
Thank
much. Thank
you.
And
you.
greetings to the
Thank
family.
you.
Alright.
Greetings to the
Bye.
family.
Bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye. Okay, we just have heard the informations that we wanted to ask. But Chris, we've
Yeah.
been talking about the Kiwi technologies and its services
Mm-hmm.
and how it will enhance the student to strive more
Exactly.
and get a job even
Mhm.
before gaining a college diploma.